Hello, Dave Farmer at Loan Consultancy, and I want to bring you up to date on the recovery loan scheme. We're now a couple of weeks into the scheme, and what have we seen? Very little. And I think there's a couple of reasons for that. Firstly, the lenders on the scheme at the moment have all got their standard lending products. And what they're doing is they're looking at those standard products first before recovery loan scheme. Now, the government say that lenders have got to assess borrowing and be sensible in how they're lending. So therefore, if you've not considered a proposal properly, the government won't guarantee to make a payout on the guarantee they've given. Which begs the question, if a company doesn't meet the standard lending criteria for that lender, by definition, it won't meet the criteria for recovery loan scheme. And it's that catch-22 that, for me, is going to be the stumbling block of the scheme. The other part of that is that companies have just come out of COVID. A lot of them are going to have financial performance that wasn't as good as the year before. And if we're using standard underwriting models, it's not going to stack up. So there's got to be some allowance within there, and at the moment we're not seeing it. So what's the future for the scheme? Well, we're relying on more lenders coming on board, and that is going to happen. We expect to see those lenders use a very similar model, in that if they can lend on their standard terms, they will, but we think there'll be a greater willingness to use recovery loan scheme where the client doesn't quite meet standard criteria. And I think that is where the difference is going to be. But again, we're probably still another couple of weeks away from that happening. So my advice to you, if you're considering a recovery loan scheme or borrowing in the next 12 months, add your details here. When we get details for recovery loan scheme that we think is workable, we'll get them to you, and then we can take you through the process and see where we go. That's where we are at the moment. Hope it helps. Stay on the list. Get in touch if you've got any questions. Happily talk you through it, and I look forward to working with you soon.